Good evening, high school football fans. Welcome to Eagle Stadium here at Hudsonville High School for tonight's OK Green Conference matchup between the visiting Zeeland East Chicks and the homestanding Unity Christian Crusaders. Folks, Kevin Balser on the call, Jeff Wisware with me, along with Brian Waring on the camera tonight. And Jeff, on paper, this is a pretty interesting game. Both teams come in at 7-1. They're both Unity Christian is 4-1 in the OK Green. Zeeland East 5-0 in the OK Green. Both teams averaging about 37 points a game. Unity giving up 24. Zeeland East giving up 19. On paper, it's a pretty even matchup, so it's going to be an interesting game tonight.
It's going to be a great game tonight. Unity Christian's had a football team, if I'm not mistaken, since 2003, and they've yet to win a conference championship. Tonight, in Week 9, they have an opportunity to win one, which I think is outstanding. Of course, the odds are against. Zeeland East is a very good football team, large school, 3 D1 football commits, 3 Division II football commits that I know of, probably several more D3 commits. Unity Christian, I dare say, might not even have one college football player on their team. So you look at that, it's a lot different. But Unity Christian, with their wing T, keeps them in a lot of games. If they can grind some yards out and run some clock, Kevin, they can play with anybody.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. A little bit of contrasting styles offensively. Unity Christian pretty much set with that wing T offense, 3 yards in a cloud of dust. Zeeland East, on the other hand, is going to run a little bit run-pass option. And they will elect to receive the ball. This series right now, Zeeland East leads at 5-4. Last win by Unity Christian, Jeff, 10 years ago. They beat Zeeland East 47-29. Last year was a pretty dominating performance by the Chicks, 50-14. So kicking off for Unity Christian. And Jeff, kind of help me out here.
It should be Jacob Olman,
okay.
Number 81. Unity Christian won the toss. They deferred to the second half. So Jacob Olman, number 81, will be kicking off, and here we go.
So there we go. And that kick is going to go over the head of number 1.
That's Gabe Taylor, their speedster quarterback.
We talked about Gabe a little bit before the pregame here.
Oh,
Jeff,
yeah.
You and I off the air. That's somebody that Unity Christian really has to be concerned about.
Yeah, Fair State's looking at him. A lot of schools are looking at him. He's going to get to play from the coaches now, but very fast. And where he hurts teams' lives, he's an adequate passer, but a lot of times he'll go back to pass and he doesn't find one. He takes off running and away he goes. Kind of a little bit like Cam Newton, or for you old-timers, Dante Culpepper, some of those guys. So here we go. Zeeland East 1st and 10 from the 20.
So Taylor's going to hand it off to the first guy through number 3.
That's Josh Fusco. He just committed to Indiana Wesleyan for football.
So Fusco's going to pick up about 3 on the play. We'll call it 2nd and 7 from the Zeeland East 23-yard line. So Jeff, if you're Craig Tibby, the coach of Unity Christian, what's your number one concern trying to defend this offense?
You want to keep them boxed in. You don't want to get outside. What they just did there is great. You don't want Gabe Taylor to get loose on the outside. You want to make sure you're covering the receivers downfield.
Again, Taylor in the single set. He's going to hand it off again to Fusco.
No,
he's going to keep it himself.
Nice job there by Unity. That was number, who was that?
Number
Kevin?
4 coming in.
That's Nick Tibby. Boy, that was a nice play by Nick Tibby, the strong safety.
So a big play here. They only gained 2 on the play. We'll call it 2nd and a long 5.
No, 3rd.
Or 3rd and a long 5 for Zeeland East. And Derek Pennington, the coach of Zeeland East, going over there to tell Taylor what kind of play he wants to call. So, Jeff, if you're Unity Christian, if you can, this first drive, hold them 3 and out, I would consider that a win.
Yeah, the other thing Unity Christian likes is the clock is running. The less clock there is, the better for Unity. Keep this a short game.
So Taylor's going to take the snap. He's got doubles right and single left. He's going to hand it off to number 3
Fusco.
up the left side.
And he got around the corner.
First down, and there he goes. He broke one tackle, finally got tripped up.
Boy, good thing they caught him on the last one, or he would have been gone.
I know. Initially hit there by Nick Tibby, and he fell forward all the way down to the Unity Christian. Actually right at midfield stripe. I thought he got a little bit further than that. So it's going to be 1st and 10 and a big 3rd down conversion there by the Chicks. Pickup of 22 by Fusco. There's a getting into Fusco over the left side. Same play looks like Jeff. There's his stutter steps.
Oh,
Unity missed the tackle, missed another tackle. Lunge forward for a first down, a gain of about 10. And a big pickup there. And Jeff, that's just something that Unity Christian can't afford to let happen.
No, not at all. It looks like Mason Oldenall looked like he had him, and I don't know what happened. Fusco just ran right away from him. That was a little odd there. I don't know what happened there. Taylor kept it up the middle.
Brings one tackle.
Nick Tibby missed a tackle. See, that's the other thing too with a team like this, Kevin, is you have to make the initial tackle. When they get broke tackles, that really kills you. Okay, so 1st and 10 from the 29. Shotgun to Taylor. Fusco right up the middle. Oh boy,
big hole there.
Boy, Nick Tibby with the tackle. That was just a monster hole there, Kevin.
You know, Jeff, right there, I mean, Zeeland East not doing anything special in the first 3 plays, and they just found a big daylight. That's a huge hole there for Fusco.
Yeah, and that's what they run, is that they run that, I call it read option. So he'll look at the end, decide whether to give it to the running back or not. He'll either keep it or hand off. But Fusco gets a boatload of carries for this team.
And, you know, that's the thing that Gabe Taylor creates for you. You have to always account for him. You can't assume he's going to hand that ball off. So you really have to make sure that you've got both him and Fusco accounted for, and that play Unity didn't.
1st and goal from the 5. There's Fusco right up the middle again. Oh, Unity got that one. Troy Cunnin with a nice play there. Now keep in mind, you got Adam Berghorst on the line. He's committed. He's number 56. He's committed to Michigan State for football and basketball. And you have the Bonema brothers, who mostly play defense. Boone Bonema's on offense. They're both committed to Western Michigan. Boone Bonema's a senior. His brother Tag is a freshman, and he's already got a full scholarship commitment to Western Michigan University as a freshman.
Well, 2nd and 4 here now for the Zeeland East Chicks.
Bonema in motion. Fusco off the left end. Oh.
Falls forward, touchdown.
Touchdown, Zeeland East. Josh Fusco. Ullman had him in the backfield, couldn't bring him down. And that's what Zeeland East, you're going to see a lot of, I think, tonight, Kevin, with the weather and such, is they're just going to get behind their big line and just pound it.
Well, and that drive was pretty much all Fusco. They pounded the ball to him all day long. Little misdirection there from Zeeland East. They brought their wide receiver in motion right to left, or left to right, to kind of get the motion for Unity Christian going to the right, and they just gave the ball to Fusco, and up the middle he went.
So here they go. They're going to line up for 2. Look for Fusco to get it again. Taylor running, pitch to Fusco. They got a beat on him.
Oh, he got it.
Oh, did he get in?
Yes, he did, Jeff.
Yeah, see, that wasn't a good tackle there. They got him by the back, and they just tried to spin him, and they spun him right into the end zone.
Good individual effort, though, by Fusco to fight for that goal line, and they convert the 2-point conversion and makes the score 8-0.
So 7:45 to go in the first, and Zeeland East just marches that right down the field to go ahead 8-0. Now again, you look back at that drive, Kevin. They had a 3rd and 5 and their very first set of downs there. Fusco got a big 22-yard run off the left edge. They saw something there, and they kept. If you notice, most of those runs are off the left.
They were. Yep. And it's gonna be interesting to see if Unity makes any adjustments to the left side. See if they come back for Zeeland East on the right side to make counter that.
And the other thing they did is they set the tone for extra points going forward. It's going to be hard for Unity Christian to kick it. If they do score, they're going to have to go for 2. So here we go, Zeeland East ready to kick off. Let's see who this is here. Number 16 for Zeeland East is kicking off. And Unity Christian has 7. Sorensen 13. Malachi Obande back. 16.
Ethan Hoteling kicking off for the Chicks.
And here we go. And a little kind of a pooch kick. Oh, nice catch and run there by Unity number 5,
Jackson
Jackson Bush, the junior, got it out near the 40. We'll call it the 39.
And Jeff, you know what? That's a harder catch than you think. You know what? I mean, it's a little short hop. Kind of, if you're playing baseball, you know what it's like to get a short hop. And he did a nice job of corralling that. Wet ball tonight. A little bit. We got a little bit of drizzle in the air. Wet field. Nice play there by Jackson Bush, and he advanced it for about 10 yards.
Yeah, very nice job. So here we go. Isaac Tesla, the junior, at quarterback, as Unity Christian's going to, I believe, line up in their standard wing tee. Malachi Obande, Hayden Large, and Max Bukema in the backfield. That's Max Bukema off the right tackle. Let's call it 3 for Max Bukema. Nice gain, and 2nd and 7 for the Crusaders. If they can get 3 or 4 yards a pop, Kevin, they're going to be just happy as can be. Adam Berghorst, number 56, on the tackle. Keep an eye on him, folks. As I said, he's a Michigan State commit, football and baseball. Number 8, Boone Bonema, their linebacker, is a Western Michigan commit. So you have 2 D1 commits right there on the defense for the Chicks.
Jeff, the Chicks really packing that box. They got 7 guys in the line of scrimmage. Unity, as we see right now, could have a tough time finding the forward run here.
Yeah, I agree. Malachi Obande had a little bit of a hole there, and that closed quite quickly.
Burkhorst again on the tackle for Zeeland East, the first one there.
Yeah, we'll give him a yard. So you have 3rd and 6 for the Crusaders. See if they have some mixed direction or something like that lined up here for the Chicks.
Yeah, you might want to roll to slow, trying to get Zeeland East maybe running a little bit parallel to the side to the line of scrimmage. See what you can do.
Oh, Jackson Bush off the left end. Boy.
Nothing doing there.
No, the hole is there just momentarily, and Zeeland East just does a tremendous job of closing it. We'll call that no gain for Jackson Bush. You have 4th and 6 for the Crusaders, and let's see what Craig Tibby has in mind here. Looks like they're going to punt the ball.
Spencer Postma on the initial hit, along with Burkhorst again. And Jeff, I think we're going to call Burkhorst's name a lot tonight.
Oh, absolutely. Number 14 is back deep for Zeeland East. Isaac Tesla on the punt for the Crusaders.
And that ball's going to go out of bounds at about the 20-yard line for Zeeland East. So the Chicks are going to take over 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line. If you're just joining us, 5:48 to go here in the first quarter. Unity Christian trailing the Zeeland East Chicks 8-0.
You know, Kev, let's talk playoffs a little bit. It's going to be interesting to see tomorrow. If anyone out there follows Snooze to You, he kind of predicts the playoffs. Unity Christian, the last few weeks, they've had him in Division 5. But his latest update with 8.5 weeks with all the favorites winning, they have him in Division 4.
Yeah, Unity's going to need some help here to try to get in Division 5. They need some Division 3 teams to win. They need some Division 5 teams to lose.
Here comes Josh Fusco again. Oh, boy, look at the hole there.
Big hole there. Boy, he had big number
66. That's Ramirez.
Yeah. He had him leading the hole there, and I could have run through that one.
He's a big kid. We'll call it 9 yards for Fusco there. Boy, Unity Christian, and again, small in numbers when you talk about enrollment, and really not really small in size when you talk about size of the players. You know, 6'2", 200, 210 is about the biggest player you'll find on Unity Christian's team.
You know, if you look, Jeff, at the history of Unity Christian football, the one thing they've had a disadvantage of, they've never really had a lot of big linemen all in one year. You know, they might get an occasional kid who's 200, 220. But you look at teams like Zeeland East, Zeeland West, Byron, where they're getting kids that are 230, 240, 250. It makes it really tough in a game like this.
It does. Fusco with another 12-yard pickup there, Kevin. I mean, they had him blocked in. Unity Christian players just can't get off the block. Fusco gets out to the outside and picks up a good 12 yards. 1st and 10 from the 45. Unity's got to find a way to stop this run. I don't see Zeeland East getting away from it, Kevin.
No. Well, you know, you might as well keep doing what got you there, right? And do it until they stop it. There's Taylor up the middle.
Yeah, that's all you're going to see here until Unity stops it. It's either going to be Fusco or Taylor. There's a good 3-yard run there for Taylor right up the middle. Nice stop for the Crusaders. We'll call Hybor on the tackle.
The thing, Jeff, here right now, if you're Unity, you got to be careful for that read pass option to fake to Fusco, and all of a sudden he drops back, and you got a wide receiver wide open down the middle because Unity's looking for that run all the time. You got to make sure your corners and your safeties aren't biting on that fake.
Absolutely. So we'll call it 2nd and 7 from the 48. There's Fusco right up the middle. Boy, kid's a good runner. I mean, he got stopped. He got hit at the 49 by Cunnin and went another 4 yards after the initial contact. First down for the Zeeland East Ducks at the 45.
The mist is starting to pick up here, if you can see it in the camera. Shot through the lights and the stadium lights, you can really tell it's starting to come down quite heavy as a mist.
3:45 to go here in the first quarter. 1st and 10 from the 45. Taylor and Fusco. Here's a pass. Oh, nope, fake pass run.
Oh, great block there.
Good gravy. And that's what I talked about pre-game, Kevin, is that's what they'll do at times. He'll go back, fake pass, and take off running. And it's a design play,
yep.
As you notice, because you said nice block. The lineman will go downfield, make blocks for Taylor. And, boy, that's almost a 22-yard pickup for Taylor. 1st and 10 from the Unity Christian 23-yard line. Unity Christian has to find out something here to slow down the Zeeland East offense.
Boy, Jeff, you know, we've called 2 people's names on offense for Zeeland East. It's been Taylor and it's been Fusco. That's about it.
And there goes Fusco again.
He's got a caravan outside.
Again, another missed tackle. Skydeman had him.
We got a flag on the play, though, Jeff.
Yep, they're going to call a hold on 65, I believe. Oh, there's 2 flags.
If you're Unity Christian, you're hoping you're going to back them up 10 yards, and that's exactly what they're going to do.
But again, I mean, Austin Skydeman had him for a stop at the line of scrimmage, and he broke right through the tackle. Unity Christian needs to make the initial tackle. Fusco's a big kid, though, Kevin.
Yeah, unfortunately, they don't have the weights listed here in the program. But
he's got to be. I think he's 210, 215. Yeah. He's a big kid.
That's good size for a high school running back.
So that's going to make it 1st and 21 for the Crusaders. Taylor, another fake. Oh, boy.
This is trouble. Right up the middle. 25.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Isaac Tesla got him at the 2, but that was the same play again. Fake pass run, and he was off like the wind. Yeah. And that, like I said, that play's designed, Kevin. That's not he decides to run. That's a design play.
No, you're exactly right. And that was identical to the previous couple plays beforehand. That Taylor, Jeff, boy, he goes from 0 to 60 in about 5 yards.
Oh, he's very quick, very quick. And that's an element that Zeeland East didn't have last year. I can't recall the name of the quarterback last year. He's a very good player, but he didn't have this speed that Taylor has. So 1st and goal from the 2 for the Ducks. I'll be betting you lunch that Fusco's going to get it, Kevin. And there he goes right up the middle.
And fall forward, touchdown, Zeeland East.
TJ Vancouver got him, but he couldn't stop him. He fell forward. 14-0 Zeeland East, and I suspect them to line up to go for 2.
Well, Jeff, Unity Christian knew they were in a battle tonight. Zeeland East is 7-1 overall. Their only loss is actually to a very good Grampus Catholic Central team. They started the year.
Was it Catholic Central or Christian?
No, it was Catholic Central. They lost 17-13 on 3rd week of the year. They came in, opened the season to beat East Grand Rapids, and you all know the tradition that East Grand Rapids has. So they set the tone early in the season to how they're going to be.
There goes Taylor, sweep left.
Up the middle. Nobody there. Untouched in the end zone.
Boy, 16-0 Zeeland East, 1:46 to go in the first quarter.
Well, Unity needs something offensively right now, Jeff, to just try to keep this game in check. Zeeland is very impressive on their first 2 drives.
Well, not to mention their defense. I mean, Unity went 3 and out, couldn't really get anything going, and this wind's coming in sideways from the south.
Yeah, it's running right to left, folks, on your TV screen.
Yeah, and
the rain's really
you haven't seen a
pick
pass
up.
yet. You probably aren't going to see too many passes, but so Unity Christian's got to figure out a way to stop the run. So here we go. Zeeland East line up for the kickoff. Number 16. Who's that again, Kevin?
That is I got it right here. If I can read it. That's Ethan Hotelling.
Oh, that is Ethan Hotelling. Okay, he's kicking off to Sorensen and Malachi Obande. Another short kick. Run up, caught by, boy, another good return for the Crusaders.
It is. That was a good 12-yard return for Unity Christian.
Yeah, that was Max Bukema. Nice job by Max, the senior.
You know, Jeff, you wonder if Unity might want to consider switching their deep men with their up men in the kickoff and try to get that ball into Obande or Sorensen's hands.
That's a great idea, Kevin, if they're going to keep doing those little pooch kicks like that. So let's see what we got lined up for Unity Christian. We're going to go with a Bush, Large, and Sorensen backfield. Look for Sorensen, the left halfback, to get the ball.
9 guys within 3 yards of the line of scrimmage for Zeeland East.
Yeah, there goes Sorensen. My goodness.
Nothing doing there.
And therein lies the problem with the wing T, Kevin. I mean, if they're going to suck in like that, I think you got to do something to make them pay. Yep. That's a great observation by you. 9 guys within 3 yards of the ball. So they have you outnumbered from the start.
Well, you're right, and Zeeland East is going to do it until something else happens.
And you always see a different defense against the wing T. You're right. They got 2 deep safeties and everybody else up there. They try to bust up the middle.
First
nothing
guy
there.
through.
Yep. And that was number 5, Jackson Bush. I would like to see Unity Christian maybe let the clock run a little more before running plays. They just need to.
You got to get something positive. You're just looking for a first down right now. And they've run.
Unity Christian going no huddle. So let's see what we got in store here.
See if he's going to fake it. Fakes it again. Throws it up. He's got a guy wide open.
Yep.
Oh,
that's TJ Vancouvering. And that's exactly what you need to loosen up that defense a little bit. Just what we talked about. 2 fakes by Tesla in the backfield. And the outstanding athlete at Unity Christian, TJ Vancouvering with the catch. And a nice 23-yard pickup for
and
the
Jeff,
Crusaders.
You know what? Give Unity Christian, the offensive line, some credit. They gave Tisla just enough time to get rid of that ball. A quick hitter there.
Boy, nothing doing. That's Malachi Obande, and I mean, I'm talking nothing doing. There was 3 Zeeland East chicks there just waiting for him.
That might do it for last play of the quarter here as we're cutting down 10-9-8.
So let's call this the end of the first quarter here. Zeeland East Chicks 16, Unity Christian Crusaders 0. And we'll take a short pause here, Kevin, and have a word from our sponsors.
DJ's Pizza Plus. Located at 3471 Kelly Street, Hudsonville, DJ's is newly remodeled and ready for you to stop in. Grab a drink and watch the game, or try some delicious pie. A proud sponsor of WCET TV Sports and In the Zone, DJ's Pizza Kitchen is available for by the slice, dining in with family and friends, carry out, and delivery. DJ's Pizza Plus. Thank you for supporting WCET.
Welcome back here at Hudsonville Stadium as we play for the OK Green Conference champion. Zeeland East already has a share of it secured. Unity Christian trying to gain a share of it. 4-1 in the conference, while Zeeland East is 5-0. Unity Christian just hit a big pass to TJ Vancouvering, and they're going to go get started here. They have a little ceremony out on the field for some players of Unity Christian who've
been deceased for a few years.
Passed away, and honoring their relatives. And as they make their way off the field, Unity Christian's going to have a 1st and 10 from the Zeeland East 38-yard line. Unity Christian, a new setup here with a single back and 2 wings.
They're going to put Bush in motion. Tisla rolling out to his left.
Oh, he got rid of it. And Josh Fusco was all over that
That's
play.
probably a pass, Jeff, that Isaac Tisla wish he had back.
Well, he was covered well, and in my opinion, what you do there, and he was under duress, is maybe try to just throw that ball away. It's 1st and 10. You're at the 38-yard line. Just throw it over their head or throw it out of bounds. Tried to squeeze it in there, and Josh Fusco had that covered like a blanket and picked it off. So 1st down, Zeeland East at their own 18-yard line.
So Fusco, Jeff, being really active on both sides of the ball right now.
Oh, without a doubt. 11:54 to go in the quarter, and Unity Christian's got to find a way to stop the Chicks. And here we go, and there goes Gabe Taylor right up the middle.
Left side. Wow, big pickup there, about 14 yards on the first first down play. And Jeff, right now, Unity Christian has no answer for this Zeeland East offense.
None whatsoever. And it's not like the holes are small or Zeeland East is just breaking through. These holes are massive, and Unity Christian's nowhere to be found to make the stop. They've got to find something to stop this. I don't understand. I mean, Zeeland East is not going to throw the ball. They're going to run it. So I'd like to see Unity Christian maybe sell out for the run a little more if they could. There goes Josh Fusco off the right end. TJ lost contain. Oh, nice job there by Malachi Obande.
Oh, good hit there by the, that was Vancouver coming up.
Yeah, he came finish up, but Malachi Obande kept his outside contain, made the tackle. TJ Vancouver finished it up, but that was still as good as that looked for Unity Christian, it was still a 5-yard gain.
But you know what, Jeff, if Obande doesn't make that hit, that he's still running.
Oh, Fusco, yeah.
Yep.
I dare say he's probably got close to 100 yards already.
Well, I'll tell you what, Jeff, Zeeland East they make no bones about it. It's either Fusco or it's Taylor. They don't even go back there with another running back.
No.
It's read option with 2 people.
Yep. I mean, they got Boone Bonham at the tight end. Once in a while, he'll go in motion like there.
Like there right now, yep.
And it's just, here comes the left sweep.
Oh, good block there by Fusco. Oh, boy. Jeff, it's clear to say that Unity Christian has not seen a quarterback like Gabe Taylor this year.
Oh, without a doubt. Oh, boy, here comes Noah Sorensen up hobbling. I saw him grab his left hamstring. That's not good. There goes Colin Draw in for him. Oh, boy.
So it's been all Zeeland East so far. 10-11 to go here, counting down in the second quarter. 16-0, the Chicks lead it. And driving again in Unity Christian territory. 1st and 10 at the Unity Christian 36-yard line.
There goes Fusco again.
Boy, Jeff, he got 5 yards before a Unity Christian player was even there.
He did, boy, and he runs hard. He never goes down in first contact. I mean, he's a very hard runner, big, tough kid. He was WZZM Player of the Week a couple weeks ago. I saw on the highlight show. So he's been up on varsity since he was a sophomore, maybe perhaps a freshman.
And this Zeeland's offensive line is just so big that they're just pushing Unity Christian off the ball.
They are. So 9:20 to go here in the first quarter. 2nd and 3 for the Chicks from the Unity Christian 29-yard line.
4 down linemen, 4 linebackers for Unity Christian.
There's your fake pass run.
There goes Taylor again. We got a flag down the play. It's going to be holding on Zeeland East.
I thought I saw that. I think it might be on 66. He had number 70. He was pushing pretty good. The Zeeland coach is here on that's Ramirez, I believe. Next to us, didn't think it was a hold, but.
Yeah, it was Devin Ramirez, the senior guard. So it's one thing to stop the Zeeland East drive right now. Back them up 10 yards.
Well, that's the only thing that stopped.
Yeah.
It's a penalty. So I'll move back a little bit. They're going to have a second. Let's see if they get it marked up as here. 2nd and 14.
Boy, Jeff, that wind is really kicked up now. We looking at that flag on the right end zone there. It is just pretty much straight out, and if you can see it on your TV screens, folks, that rain is just really blowing hard.
First
right
and
to
14
left.
for the Chicks. Oh, here's your first pass by Taylor, and he's just going to hoist it up there. Boy, that's some nice coverage.
That was very good coverage. The safety came over on that one to help on that.
Malachi Obande had him on the outside, and then Isaac Tesla did a fine job from the free safety spot. Came over and knocked it down.
Obande just stayed stride for stride with him on that one, Jeff.
He did a wonderful job. So first pass of the night for the Chicks at the 8:30 to go mark to go into second quarter. So you got 2nd and 14 from the Unity 40. See if Unity can build off of this, Kevin. You know, boy, if they could get a stop, I mean, we've been around high school football enough. 2 scores is nothing, really.
No, if you get a stop right now and you put 8 on the board or 7 on the board and you get the ball before halftime, who knows what can happen. So, big play here for Unity Christian. 2nd down and 14 for the Chicks.
There goes Fusco. Oh, they got him. Boy, I think that may have been Jackson Bush.
Yep.
Let me check that. That was Jackson Bush from the defensive end position. What a nice job by the junior.
That was. He read that well, and he stayed home. He didn't overcommit, and just did a nice job of pushing forward up the line.
Boy, and that was for a 4-yard loss, mind you. So you got third and 11.
No, I'd say it's more than that. Third. We'll call it 16, probably 17. 17. Yep.
Third 17 Ducks from the Unity Christian 43-yard line.
So big play here for the Unity Christian defense.
Taylor looking to pass again. A little bit of pressure.
Roll it. Now he's
going to run it.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Somebody came and finished him off. But, boy, not before he picked up probably about 15, we'll call it 12 yards.
Boy, Unity Christian again had him, number 65. 55, Hoonhorse couldn't bring him down.
Unity Christian brought in their special teams, but I'm not sure Zeeland is going to punt this ball, Jeff.
Well, I don't understand. They're calling first and down. They're calling first down Unity, so it was fourth down. It
was fourth down. The clock was wrong.
The scoreboard was incorrect, so it was 4th and 17. Okay. Our apologies, folks. So it's first down Unity Christian from the 30-yard line.
Just missed it down there.
Yeah, all the sports announcers up here are messed up. So here's a pitch to the right for Unity. A little bit of a hole there for Hayden Large. All right.
That's Unity's best play so far tonight, Jeff.
That was Hayden Large. Some nice blocking out there.
And was that his first carry of the night?
That may have been.
That may have been. Yep. And Large having a great year for Unity Christian, and maybe you'll see that a little bit more now. Start feeding him the ball.
Well, here goes number 2, Noah Wiswary, in to play quarterback.
Wiswary, the senior.
Senior usually plays corner. They're putting him in at QB. Let's see what they have up their sleeve here.
Usually the better thrower of the two. Ooh, there was some miscommunication there, Jeff. That just did not look right.
That didn't go good there. So let's see if Wiswary comes right back out.
And he's going to go over to correctivity, get the play, next play. So it's going to be 3rd down and 5 for Unity Christian. Yeah, something happened there, Jeff. There's a miscommunication there.
Well, it looked like the snap was a little slow to me. I didn't, Wiswary looked like he was waiting for the ball, and everybody was moving. So Connor Yautz is the center. Connor's done a great job all year at center for Unity. So it's kind of tough when you get a new quarterback in there. And I don't understand what they're doing here, but let's see what they have in mind. Wiswary's talking to the backfield.
Little slot action there. Wiswary going to handle off the first guy through. Nothing doing there.
Boy, that play didn't look right either. Something didn't look right there. And the guys are just all out there talking to each other.
So it's at 4th down and 5. And Jeff, this is going to be interesting. That wind, like I said, is really kicked up. You just got to punt into that wind right now. So, oh boy.
Yeah, they're talking to Malachi Obande. They're pulling him up and talking to him. Something didn't look right with that play either. Isaac Tesla, boy, nice kick there into the wind.
Yep, just going to knock down and go out of bounds at about the 32-yard line of Zeeland East. So with 5:31 to go here in the first half, Zeeland East leads at 16-0. Going to take over 1st down and 10 from their own 30-yard line.
All right, so 1st and goal for the Chicks from their own 30. 5:31 to go here in the second quarter. Boys, this weather gets something.
So, and Jeff, you know what? This is a really important drive for Unity Christian. You really can't afford to go down 21 or 22 to nothing, or 22 or 23 nothing going into the half here. So they got a good job of
Fusco up the middle,
just containing Zeeland East right now.
See, the challenge that Unity Christian's having, folks, is even when Zeeland East doesn't have the greatest play in the world, they're still getting 4, 5, 6 yards.
They are.
So Fusco just ran that right up the middle. I'll give him 6 on that. So 2nd and 4 for the Chicks.
The one thing, Jeff, right now with this weather and the fact that there's only one pass through them, this could be a record game time-wise.
No complaints here. There goes Taylor on a keeper. Oh, and Unity
bounce it off offside. Nice job by Unity Christian to prevent that from going further.
Boy, look at this mark this guy in the far end's giving him. Oh, my word. Wow.
Yeah.
That was about a yard and a half farther than where he landed.
Yeah. Where's replay or challenges when you want it? The Zeeland East radio broadcast right next to us even admitted that.
Wow. So first down for the Chicks from their own 40. 4:25 to go here in the quarter. Fusco right up the middle. Oh boy.
Boy, look at that drive by Fusco.
They just can't bring him. They still got him.
Oh, this could be the 20, 15, 10, 5 touchdown. And Jeff, that may be the best individual run we've seen this year.
Oh, no disagreement here.
Boy, oh boy.
And we've said it all night. Unity Christian just can't seem to make the initial tackle. While on that play, they couldn't make the first, second, third, or fourth tackle. And you got to wrap the guy up and bring him down. Unity Christian's just having trouble doing that.
All the credit to Josh Fusco. Wow, what a run there. He kept those legs churning. Unity Christian at one point had like 3 guys around him at about the 30-yard line. He just kept the legs churning and broke through that. And next thing you know, he's in the end zone. And Unity Christian really now struggling as they're looking at a 22-0 deficit with 4 minutes to go here in the first half.
60-yard run for Fusco right up the middle. So 22 zip. Chicks are going to line up for 2. And again, Kevin, you already owe me 1 lunch. I'll bet you another one who's going to get the ball here.
It's going option right, I'm predicting.
Oh, they're going to throw it. Oh, and he missed it. Or did Obande might have got his hand in there?
Somebody got their hand up for Unity Christian.
That was intended for number 33, Kevin, for Zeeland East. If you can look that up for me.
33, that would be Ryan Stockdale.
It was intended for Stockdale. It may have been tipped.
I think Austin Scheidemann got his hand in there first for Unity Christian.
So 22 zip Ducks. I keep saying Ducks, Chicks.
Chicks, yeah. Sorry.
22 zip Chicks. That's a CHIX. And they're going to be kicking off to the Unity Christian Crusaders with 4:08 to go here in the second quarter. A wet, cold, windy night here in Hudsonville.
Just a perfect night for football.
If you say so.
So the Crusaders really need to get something going here. And again, Jeff, if they can get a little drive going here to put some points on the board, they get the kickoff at the second half.
All right, there's a little bit. Now here you go. You got yourself some Noah Sorensen. Dropped it, went back and got it. Up to the 30. Oh, nice tackle there by, I think that might have been Stockwell, number 33.
And the one thing about Sorensen, Jeff, he doesn't need a lot of room. You just give him a couple blocks and just hold off your blocker for a second or two. He's going to go by you.
Yep, no, that was 43 on the tackle for Zeeland East. Ryan Bellis at the 33-yard line. So Isaac Tesla back in at quarterback for the Crusaders. And first and 10 from the 33-yard line.
So here we go. If you're a Crusader fan, you need some points right now. You got to get a nice sustained drive. Quick hitch.
Quick pitch to Hayden Large. He broke the first tackle. Out to the 40.
Jeff, that's the second time he's caught the ball, or he's grabbed the ball, and that's a pick of about 6 yards on the play. You got to keep going to your horse.
Well, I mean, yeah, and the play to the, it looks like Unity's been the most successful to the right.
Yep,
so
right.
Maybe that might be an area where they can get a little bit more yards. So to slob back in with the play. 4:02 to go here in the half.
You know, Jeff, interesting. We haven't called Bank Bucum's number much tonight.
We have not, no.
And Bucum coming off a great year last year has been a workhorse as well with Hayden Large this year. Nice gain there by Isaac Tesla. He did a nice job just kind of picking the spot there and had a little bit of daylight. Turned it upfield, picked up about 3 yards, so it's going to be a third down, and we'll call a long one.
Yeah, that was they faked it to the right, and Tesla kept it on a keeper to the left. 3rd and 1 from the 42. Didn't get quite the generous mark that Zeeland East got on their last close play there.
We're not bitter, though.
So 3rd and we'll call it a long one for the Crusaders.
9 guys in the box again.
There's a little quick right up the middle.
And first down for Unity Christian. Nice gain there. picked up about 3 yards on the play.
That was
Quick hitter there to
Max Bukema.
number 22, Max Bukema, the senior fullback.
So let's see if Unity gets a little pace here. 3:13 to go. First and 10th, their own 45. See if they can get something before the half. There you go. Quick to the line of scrimmage. Bush, Large, and Bukema in the backfield. Pass.
He's got him wide open. Oh, he got run out of the pocket.
Oh, he's going to run.
Oh,
there he goes.
Wow, some good speed.
Nice job by Tesla. Good decision there to tuck it and run.
Yeah.
Excellent decision.
He had Vancouver and got behind the defensive back, but by the time he saw him, it was too late. And you're right. Did a nice decision to turn it upfield.
Well, he's under a little bit of pressure. Had trouble getting his feet set. Why is the clock running? The clock should be stopped on a first down. So clock's running at 2:38. Unity Christian first and 10 at the Zeeland East 41-yard line. Boy, nothing doing there, Kev.
No, that was the pitch to
that was Hayden Large.
Yeah, not a lot of gain there. So they'll bring up second down, and we'll call it 9.
Gain of 1 yard. It'll be second and 9.
Usually not in a terrible hurry right now, Jeff. I know they got 3 timeouts left.
Second and 9 from the 40. Here they come up to the line. Your running backs are Bush, Large, and Bukema. Haven't seen a lot of Malachi Obande in this drive. Large, not much up the middle.
Yeah, he fell forward for maybe 2 yards.
Yeah, I haven't seen a lot of Malachi Obande, which is a little surprising. And then I don't know. We'll have to see what's happened with Sorensen, Kevin. If he tweaked that hamstring, I haven't seen him in since he came out.
I don't see him on the bench on the sidelines. So that's a good sign. Slaw back to pass. Got some time. Fires it. Oh, goes through the hands.
Boy, that's a tough pass there. You had 2 Unity Christian receivers right the exact same
you
territory.
wonder if somebody ran the wrong route, Jeff.
Obviously, I think somebody did. Somebody should have been deep and somebody should have been short. So
That
1:07 to go in the half. Does Craig Tibby think about going for it here? Or is he going to punt it? He's going to punt it. 4th and 8 from the 39.
Not sure who. I was trying to pick up the number who that the pass was intended for. Went through right his hands. TJ Vancouver.
Nobody deep for Zeeland East, and that's going to go in the end zone.
Got a turf bounce there. On grass that might just kind of die, but nevertheless it goes in the end zone. So with a minute to go, the Chicks are going to take over 1st and 10 from their own 20. And Jeff, if you're Unity Christian, you really can't afford to give another touchdown here before half. You can't afford to get a quick hitter, a long pass. It's going to be. You just got to play good defense right now. You can't give anything else foolish or long. It'd be interesting what Pennington plays for here for Zeeland East. To go for the juggler. You try to put this game out right now. Or do you just kind of take your lead into halftime and say, let's go, boys, we'll regroup?
Well, they don't need to do anything special. They can keep doing what they're doing and see if they can get a breakaway run here. There's Fusco right up the middle. Last time he did this, he got 60 yards.
Nothing doing there,
Unity stopped him.
Unity stuffs that one out.
Now remember, Unity gets the ball, starts the second half. So let's see if anybody's going to do anything here. I don't anticipate a Unity Christian timeout, and it looks like Zeeland East isn't really rushing. So they'll try to get one more play here before the half and see what happens. If they get something good, they might call timeout. Boy, if I'm Unity, you really got to play a little prevent here.
Yeah, you can't afford to give up something big right now.
No, there's Taylor keeping it. Oh, boy.
Look out, Look out.
Oh, nice job by Malachi Obande.
Boy, that was a nice play there. He saved the big game there.
Boy, is that kid quick. My goodness. And that's going to be the end of the half, I think.
10 seconds, 9 seconds. Yep, Zeeland East looking like they're not in a big hurry.
So, folks, here we go. End of the first half. Zeeland East 22, Unity Christian 0. We'll catch you here at the start of the second half. Oh, I hope we're still on air. Zeeland East called timeout with 2 seconds to go. So that was a little bit of a
interesting.
shocker.
Yeah, you wanted to throw something up?
Well, that's exactly what they're going to do. Why else would you call timeout? So they're going to throw something deep. So let's see what.
Unless you try to get you spread it out, Jeff, and run Taylor on a quarterback draw again. I mean, they've had great success on that one, and with his ability, he doesn't need a lot. Break a couple tackles and he's gone. So you're not. In my opinion, you're not limited right now just a long pass. If you're Zeeland East.
Like I said, Zeeland East isn't limited to anything. I mean, he about broke that last run. So Unity Christian, let's see, they got what they got planned here.
Nobody deep.
You got two safeties. I wouldn't call them deep.
No,
they're only 8 yards deep.
Zeeland East they got split right and a single wide receiver left. See what Taylor does. Now Unity drops her safeties back a little bit further, and we're going to false start.
No, that's offsides, Unity.
False
no, it is.
again.
Or they call. Oh, my apologies. They did call false start. Okay, false start. Now,
how old are you, Jeff? You're 52, right? So your vision starts going right at that age. So
Yep, I'm 52. I'll take that, Kevin.
So that's why I understand why you didn't get that call.
Oh, gee, goodness.
I'm 55 and I can still see that.
Well, look at you. You got your grandpa glasses on there. So. All right, here we go. 3rd and 7 from their own 34. 2 seconds to go in a half. Gabe Taylor just going to give it to Fusco. There he goes.
Look out.
Oh, they got him down this time. My goodness.
That's going to end the half finally.
Yeah, it is. That was a nice 10-yard run. So let's go to half. Zeeland East 22, Unity Christian 0.
My name is Todd Ponstein from Interspace Mini Storage in Jenison, Michigan. And it's our goal here at Interspace to provide you, our customers, with clean, secure, dry, well-lit, personalized storage facilities. What makes us unique is that we're family owned and operated, and it is our goal to put our customers' needs ahead of our own. We will even come out sometimes on Saturdays to let people in and out of units. We have great rates, and we even offer discounts for 6 months paid in advance or more. We have many different size units ranging from as small as a 5x10 to as large as a 12x50 and almost anything in between. We don't have contracts. You rent right from the day that you move in to the day that you move out, so you don't pay for any time that you don't use. Of course, all of our customers have 24/7 access to their unit. So if you have storage needs, come see us at Interspace. Interspace Mini Storage, for all life has in store.
I'm hoping that we can get more people to come and visit our museum in downtown Granville. It's a wonderful collection of relics from Granville's past. And if you're a longtime resident of Granville, you'll find it fascinating. If you are a short-time member of our community, you will also find it very interesting to learn more about the community that you live in now.
Our museum has so many thousands of items that people from Granville have donated. People are missing out when they don't visit because it is a historical place. It would be good for parents to come and bring their children and bring them through the museum and share with them all the artifacts that we have from Granville people.
This is the record of Granville. It goes way back to the late 1800s. When people walk in the door, I ask them, what do they want to know about Granville? And we're afraid to ask.
So we are in the number 10 schoolhouse. It was originally established, I believe, in 1887 and was used as a schoolhouse until about 1958. The Granville Historical Commission did not want to see this building torn down. So they worked very hard to raise enough money to have it moved to Heritage Park. We use this building mostly to host school groups that like to come and see how schools used to be many years ago.
Our museum is located in the city offices of Granville. It would be nice if you came to the museum and explore your own history, your parents and grandparents. You have no idea how things have changed.
In order for our museum to grow and for our historical group to grow, we really need you. I challenge you to, come and visit at least. Maybe come to one of our meetings or just go to the museum and talk to some of the members. But we really need people from Granville to show interest in this if we're to continue and to grow at all. We need you.
All right, welcome back to Hudsonville Stadium as the wind and rain continue. Week 9 of Michigan High School football. Zeeland East Chicks with a 22-zip lead on Unity Christian Crusaders. Again, Zeeland East has locked up a share of the OK Green Championship. Unity Christian playing for a share of the championship. They're down 22-zip, going to receive the kick here from Houtling of Zeeland East. Going deep. Hotelling is the pronunciation. My apologies. Going deep for Unity Christian is Malachi Obande and Noah Sorensen, which is good to see since he went out a little earlier, it looked like with a hamstring.
A little chip shot there.
Oh!
That was picked up. Was that TJ Vancouvering? A short? Nope, that was number 81.
Yeah, that's Jacob Ullman.
Ullman with the. Boy, Jeff, obviously Zeeland East must be seeing something on tape where they just don't want to kick it deep to Obande or Sorensen, because everything tonight has been like 20 or 30 or 40, 20 yards.
Well, yeah, they're our two fastest guys by a long shot. That's what they've seen on tape. Well, I had to get back at you after my little dig on my eyesight there, Kevin. So here we go. First down for the Crusaders from their own 42-yard line. Isaac Teslat, the quarterback position. Bukema, Obande, and Large. Large with the pitch. Oh, he's still going.
Boy, piles forward. And Jeff, if I'm Unity Christian right now, their most success rate has been Large. I would just keep feeding the ball until they can't stop him. I mean, that's 3 carries we've seen where he's gotten positive yards, at least 5 yards every carry.
Yeah, 6 yards on that carry for Hayden Large. He's a sneaky runner. He runs a little bit upright. He's not overly fast, but he's very patient.
I was going to say the same thing. He's patient. He looks for his spots. Yep. And we'll slot back there again.
There's a quick right up the middle. There he goes. Max Bukema.
10-5, touchdown, Unity Christian. Boy, and that's just what the Crusaders needed.
Boy, oh boy, here you go. Max Bukema, that's a quick right over the right guard. Nobody touched him. Josh Fusco tried to catch him from behind. That's a 48-yard touchdown for the Crusaders, Kevin.
Boy, you're talking about waking up the echoes right there. Unity Christian, 49 seconds in the second half on a quick hitter. And, Jeff, once Bukema got across that line, he was gone. There was nobody for Zeeland East who touched him.
So here you go. Unity Christian's going to go for 2 here, Kevin. You're going to go with Bukema, Large, and Obande still in the backfield. Bukema to left wing. Pitch to Large. Oh, he tried to cut it up, and they read that. Nothing doing there for Unity Christian. So at 11-11 to go here in the third quarter, Zeeland East 22, Unity Christian 6.
But nevertheless, a great start for Unity Christian. They really did well. What they needed to do, Jeff, to get back in this ball game. Now they just need the defense to step up and get a stop and get the ball back. Boy, I wish we had a replay on that one, Jeff. That was just a really nice play by the Unity Christian offensive line. And the one thing, Jeff, we know about the wing tee, you don't need to hold your blocks long. You just need to just hold them blocks just enough for your backs to get through the line. And that's exactly what Bukema did. He got through that line and just went right up the middle. Nobody from Zeeland East touched him.
Well, it's called a quick because that's exactly what it is. A lot of the wing T plays up, pulling guards and trap blocks and that type of thing. On that quick, it's just a quick handoff and right up the middle, and that you try to bust through it, like you said, get through that initial line. And if you do, a lot of times you can break it.
So we'll see what the Unity Christian defense has in store now. We'll see what kind of adjustments they have made. The first half, if you're just joining us, was pretty much a Gabe Taylor and Josh Fusco performance by the Zeeland East Ducks, or Chicks. So we'll see if Unity Christian makes accounting for them this half.
Oh boy, went out of bounds. So that's going to be a
killer.
legal procedure against Unity.
So they're going to get the ball at the 35 or 40-yard line this year, Jeff. What is it? I forgot.
I believe it's the 35.
35. So we'll see what the Unity Christian defense, what Craig Tibby and Jerry DeGroat, the lead coaches for Unity, told the young men at halftime defensively what they can do to stop the Zeeland East onslaught.
Well, the good thing is they made some adjustments, obviously, on offense. Let's see if they made some adjustments on defense. I don't expect to see anything different from Zeeland East, Kevin. I mean, I would keep doing the same thing until you can stop it. And Unity Christian hasn't proven they can stop it yet. So here you go. You got Fusco in the backfield along with Gabe Taylor. Fusco right up the middle.
He's going to pop it outside. Uh-oh, this is trouble.
Yes, it
is.
is.
He's got a couple blockers in front of him. Stutter steps.
My goodness. Unity Christian's got to get better at tackling, Kevin. They had him stopped in the backfield. They missed him, and then they missed him again out wide.
Yep. They're fortunate he didn't be able to break that longer. He had a blocker in front of him. Kind of stuttered stepped a little bit, which I think allowed the Unity Christian defense to adjust to it. And fortunately for the Crusaders, they got him down, but not before a gain of about 20 yards.
So 1st and 10 from the Unity 45. And again, if Unity can't stop this, Kevin, you're just going to see us all night long, and Josh Fusco is going to have oodles and oodles of yards.
Taylor
there goes Taylor up the middle. Missed tackle 1.
This is trouble. Gets around the corner.
Boy.
Oh, nice play there.
At Malachi Obandi. But again, another missed tackle by the Crusaders, Kevin. I mean, they're there. They're in position to make the play. They just can't wrap up the ball carrier and bring him down.
Yeah, we'll pick up about 9 on the play. And that wind, Jeff, has actually kicked up even more since halftime. That flag is staying straight out. It's moving a little bit of southwest to northeast. That would be right to left on your TV screen.
Josh Fusco right up the middle. There's a tackle, an initial tackle made by number 20, Mason Oldnaw.
Well, I'll tell you what, Jeff, on Fusco on that one, he got about 3 yards past the line of scrimmage and took a look to his left. He had plenty of time and patience. Just took a left, made a little stutter, made a little cut to his left, came back to his right, still picked up about another 2 yards on the play.
1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. 9:36 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Taylor kept the ball. Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
Brought down by Malachi Obande.
A late flag after the play, Jeff, kind of at the line of scrimmage. We're going to see where this is going. This might personal foul against Unity Christian. Wow.
Wonder who that's on.
Well, we're going to find out whoever comes running off the field.
Yeah, it looks like Jake Ullman's coming off the field. I wasn't looking behind the play, but well, he's not getting any high fives, so.
No. Generally, yeah, Jared DeGroat, defensive coordinator, just said, okay. And he just kept walking. And that's a huge penalty that moves the ball all the way down to the 6-yard line now for Zeeland East.
1st and goal from the 5 for the Chicks. Taylor gives it to Fusco. Oh, TJ Vancouver in on the stop. I'm going to tell you what about this Fusco kid, Kevin. Even when he gets stopped, he always falls forward.
Yeah.
And again, you're 6 feet tall. That's a 2-yard gain.
Yeah,
minimum.
you're right.
And that's what he does. He was stopped at the line of scrimmage. He picked up 2 yards. He fell forward. So you're going to have 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line for Zeeland East.
We'll see what Unity Christian draws up here, Jeff. goal line defense, at this point, maybe start shooting some gaps to see if you can just get a loss on the play. Linebackers are still about 3 yards off the line of scrimmage.
Taylor off the left edge. He's just going to walk right in there.
That was easy. That's going to make it 28-6.
Zeeland needs an outstanding blocking team too, Kevin. Every time Mason Oldall went to fill the gap there and Fusco just blocked him, every Unity Christian player is blocked. So 28-6 Chicks, 8:09 to go here in the third. And again, I suspect you'll see the Ducks go for 2 here. Fusco right up the middle. He just dove, and he's going to get it.
It's going to make it 30-6. And big answer there by Zeeland East as Unity Christian got that quick hitter to cut that lead to 22-6, and they just turned around, Jeff, and answered that drive with their own 65-yard drive to go up 30-6 now.
Well, that personal foul didn't help, but again, I mean, Unity Christians has to do a better job of tackling, Kevin. I mean, I haven't seen them struggle tackling so far this year as they have tonight. Now, again, you're dealing with some college-level players that they're going up against.
You know, Jeff, I'm trying to reflect back on the first half right now. Other than a pass play, has anybody other than Fusco or Taylor ran the football? Touched the football?
No.
No.
And the pass play was incomplete. Right?
We have not called out another running back for Zeeland East.
Well, they haven't had another one back there. It's just been Taylor and Fusco the whole time. So here's your little pooch kick again. Here comes, looks like Jackson Bush. A little shake, a little bake, and a little take down. So Jackson Bush stopped at the 35. And here comes Unity Christian out, 1st and 10 from their own 35-yard line. See if they can continue on the offensive momentum they had from their last possession.
That was a nice drive for the young men to start that second half. They put together a couple nice runs, and then obviously the long run by Buchema for 40. Was it about 46 yards, 49 yards?
48 yards.
48 yards.
Yep.
Well, this is a night for football, folks, that if you were a duck, you'd probably be the only one who want to be out here right now. Maybe a polar bear.
Oh, here comes a pass. He's got him. Oh, nothing there.
No,
Tesla's going to tuck it and run. Good decision.
Yeah, he picked up about 4 yards. Yeah, that pocket broke down pretty quick, Jeff. He got back, didn't even really get a chance to get his feet set to look downfield.
TJ Vancouver, the right tight end, had his defenders beat. He was good deep, but as you said, Isaac Tesla couldn't get his feet set and get the ball away.
Well, and the other problem with that throw was going to go probably pretty much across the opposite side of the field. That would have been a tough throw to make. But he picked up, we'll call it 3 yards.
Yep, 2nd and 7. Pitch outside to Hayden Large. Oh, nice job dragging number 2 along. That's going to be a 12-yard pickup, a first down for the Crusaders.
Yes, it was. And Hayden Large really doing some nice stuff. And like I said, Jeff, right now, Unity Christian, when they give the ball to Large, he's gaining positive yards for him. Large for yards. 7:47 to go. Clock stopped. 30-6 here in the third quarter. Zeeland East leading the Unity Christian Crusaders.
Here comes Large again.
Ooh.
Oh, boy, nothing doing there.
Yep. Trying to think who blew that up for Zeeland East.
Number 8, Boone Bonema blew that up.
He certainly did. He came up from his
and I think I've started to see
spot.
why some of the success for Unity Christian has been to the right via the left. Because if you run left, you have to deal with Josh Fusco and Boone Bonema. If you go to the right, you have to deal with Tag Bonema and Berghorst. So right there, those 4 players, 3 of those are Division I football players.
You don't have a lot of options, is what you're saying.
Yeah, they're very, very good football players. And they all 4 of them play both sides of the ball, I believe.
Now this time, seeing these with 10 guys within the line of scrimmage, coming around the right side. Oh, he had.
Well, I don't know who he was throwing there.
Well,
he had Malachi Obande.
Obande coming right over the middle, wide open. They brought the blitz. They had 10 guys within 3 yards line of scrimmage. They brought the blitz. They brought one of the linebackers through. in the outside corner. They didn't get to him, but nevertheless, Tesla was forced to throw that pass, I think, a little bit sooner than what he wanted. And was trying to hit Obande, just overthrew it. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 13 for the Crusaders.
So 3rd and 12 for the Crusaders from their own 45.
So here we go.
Double wing setup. Boy.
Oh, that's a tough one there for Unity. That's a huge loss.
I
He didn't have a lot of time, but I think at that point, when you couldn't see anybody, maybe you just maybe throw that thing out of bounds. But the problem was he wasn't outside the tackles, Jeff.
Well, yeah, and the way those guys came through, I thought they were trying to set up a screen, but I don't think they were. I think they just got through that good.
If it was a screen, there wasn't too many guys who were on the same page. So,
oh, my.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for Unity Christian now. It's a huge loss. They take 4th and 28. Oh, good punt there by Tesla. Unfortunately, it goes out of bounds.
Should be about 25-yard line. Let's see where our friend on the – oh, he marked that correctly.
He did.
Okay.
He did.
So 6:14 to go here in the 3rd quarter. 30
to 6.
To 6. Zeeland East is ahead here.
Jeff, we're talking about both these teams coming in the ballgame. Zeeland East averaging 37.5 points per game. They're almost there right now. They got 30 so far tonight. And they're averaging only 19 on the defensive side, so they're certainly ahead of that.
Gabe Taylor up the middle. Number 2 is the new running back for Zeeland East, Alex Stockdale.
Zeeland East will get into the playoffs this year. That'll be their 10th trip in the school's history. Unity Christian going to be in, and that's going to be their 11th trip in 16 seasons. So hats off to Craig Tibby.
So there goes Alex Stockdale around the left end. Boy, nice stop there by Unity Christian. Let me get a number on that. That's 64 for Unity Christian. That may be Aldringa, but I'll let Kevin confirm that for us. Way down at the bottom, probably. Nope, low bottom.
Yeah, that was Cam Andriga.
Cam Andriga, yep. So we have a 3rd and 4 for the Ducks from their own 32-yard line.
Andrew did a nice job there, Jeff. He, you know, the one thing you teach your ends is to hold contain, right? And he did a good job of just stringing that play out and not letting that play get outside him.
Gabe Taylor's going to keep this. Oh, boy, he just got outside. Nice job there by – looked like that way, but let's see what number that was, keeping the contain on
64?
that. That was 24.
24.
For Unity Christian. I believe that may be a sophomore that's just been called up. 24.
Well,
he's probably not on the roster.
No, you are correct.
That's a sophomore that's just been called up, and I'm not sure who that is. I think Unity Christian and Zeeland East have both gone to a few backups here, Kevin. There goes Gabe Taylor up the middle again. Oh, boy.
Yeah, Jeff, you know, if you're Derek Pennington, you're up by 24 right now. Unity's not having much success stopping the offense. How long do you keep Gabe Taylor in the game? You know, he is so important to this team. You really don't need him hurt going into the playoffs next week. I got to believe, Jeff, that he finished this drive and he doesn't see the field again.
Well, it looks like Houtlane might be the backup.
Hotelling?
I'm trying to see who that is over there. There's a kid over there. Number 16 looked like he was getting ready to come in the game.
That would be Ethan Hotelling.
Is he listed as a quarterback?
He is the, we can't tell.
Oh, we don't have it on there?
All we know is he's a sophomore, and he's number 16.
Okay. There goes number 2 up the middle. Nice stop there by Paul Vanderplug. 6-yard get. Yep. Here comes Hauteling. He's going to be coming in. Yep, there goes Gabe Taylor.
Alex Stockdale on the carry.
High five from Coach Pennington, so his night's done. So you called it, Kevin. I think that's a good move, and here comes Hauteling. So I don't think you'll see Fusco the rest of the night, on offense at least, and I don't think you'll see Hauteling the rest of the night, or Taylor the rest of the night. Boone Bonema's still in.
Stockdale, the set running back to the left of Hauteling.
And Hauteling's going to keep it, go right up the middle. Nice tackle there by number 66 for Unity. I'm not sure who that is, Kevin, if you could check that for me.
He's about a yard short, number 60.
Oh, that's Connor Youts. Connor Youts on the stop. So
correct, yep.
The only big-time player that they still have in on offense for
number 65
is number 8, Boone Bonema, is still in there on offense. But most of the other players they have are out. He's the only one still in there. Their left guard is their starter, and their tight end is their starter. It looks like the rest are subs. There goes number 2 right up the middle.
Stockdale on the carry. He's going to brumble forward for a first down.
Unity Christian with a lot of subs out there. TJ Vancouvering out. Malachi Obande out. Isaac Tesla out. Yeah, Unity Christian's almost all subs on defense.
Yeah, you know,
well.
Jeff, you're down 30-6. You know, obviously, if you're Craig Tibby, you were doing your best to try to win to share the conference title, but you know, the pursuit of a playoff berth and the state title, you want to keep everybody you possibly can healthy going next week, and it's probably a good move. And you know, for I'm sure the Unity Christian fans and the players are disappointed, but at this point now you don't want to really throw up the white flag, but you kind of have. There's Hauteling around the outside, and you're just looking forward to next week. Though, you know, Jeff, there's a flag on the players we'll be holding on. But, you know, Jeff, you look at Unity Christian's season right now, they're probably going to end up 7-2 unless a miracle happens here. And they're going to host their first playoff game in the history of the school, most likely.
I don't think that's correct. They hosted 2 years ago, and they made it to the semifinals. They hosted 2 home games, Three Rivers and Lakewood. You talking about Unity Christian?
Yeah.
Yeah. They played Three Rivers at Zeeland
Oh, you are
Stadium,
correct.
and
I'm sorry.
and they played Lakewood at Jenison.
That is correct. Yep, my bad. Okay. Well, you're going to host another one now, most likely.
Absolutely.
So it's always good not to have to go on the road to playoffs. And for all you Unity Christian faithful, come on out next week and support this team. I know tonight's a little bit different. It's a lousy weather, but you know, this team worked hard all season long. They deserve your support. So come on out and support them. If it's cold, if it's rainy, so be it.
Well, they're ranked number 5 in Division 4,
Absolutely.
and this team they're playing is ranked number 4 in Division 2, 2 whole divisions higher. As you said earlier, they're a larger team. They're a very good team, physical team. Unity's had a fine season. They're going to make a good showing in the playoffs. It's nothing to get upset about or anything. Houtling, there's your fake pass run, trying to get some contain out there. Nice play there by number 24. That's, again, the unknown sophomore.
That's right.
And you can tell the kids from the JV because they don't have the UC on their helmet. Okay, number 24 is Luke Boverhoff with a nice tackle. 3rd and 5 for Zeeland East from the 31-yard line.
That's going to be the last play of the half, the quarter.
Yep. So at the end of 3rd quarter, Zeeland East 30, Unity Christian 6. Let's pause here for a brief word from our sponsors.
For more than 50 years, the Vitales family has been serving West Michigan. Enjoy great food with daily specials on pizza, authentic pasta, catering for any event, topped with an array of premier desserts alongside our impressive drink specials. It's the perfect place for family and friends to enjoy great food. Vitales in Hudsonville. Now that's fresh.
And welcome back here to Hudsonville High School as we begin the 4th quarter. 3rd and 5 for the Chicks from the Unity Christian 31-yard line. Zeeland East 30, Unity Christian 6.
The Crusaders got on the board immediately in the start of the second half as they cut that lead to 22-6, but Zeeland East again just.
Oh, Houtling with a pass.
Boy, that was in and out of the hands. He had the wide receiver open.
Yeah, he did. Number 33, Stockdale. Is that his name, if I remember right?
33 for Zeeland East would be Stockdale. No, you are correct.
Yes, I did remember.
Wow.
Right.
At least your memory's not going. Your eyesight might be going, but not your
You
memory.
said no as soon as I said his name.
Yeah,
like you were certain there.
I
was a
was
little
pretty
surprising.
confident.
Yeah, you were. You were mistaken. All right.
No,
Fourth
it's incorrect. There's a difference between mistaken and correct. But who's keeping
looks
track?
like he's going to throw again.
He's got him wide open.
He's got who wide open?
He had number 6.
Well, you saw it with your own eyes, people. I'm going to disagree. I'm going to say he was well covered, actually, by number 15 there.
Well, Telling had him open, threw the ball late.
Okay. So that's going to be first down for Unity Christian.
So a good stop there by the Crusader defense.
So here we go. Unity Christian's got their offense out, waiting for the quarterback. Noah Wisware is going to come in at quarterback, the senior. 30-6. Zeeland East over Unity Christian. See if they can get something going here.
Wisware, the southpaw.
That he is. 1st and 10 from the 31.
Quick pitch there.
Quick pitch to Max Buckham, number 53, was all over that for Zeeland East.
Sage Cry on the tackle for the Chicks. Called 2nd and 11.
There's a little counter. There goes out Malachi Obande. Oh, he broke one.
Boy, good pursuit there by the Zeeland East defense, but not before Obande picks up about 15 on the play. Boy,
nice job by Obande. Yeah. That's the Malachi Obande we know.
That's
the quickness, the broken tackles.
That's right.
So good run there by Obande.
It's brought down by number 65. That'd be Derek Turner, I think, for Zeeland East. Yeah, you know, we've seen Obande the whole year. A strong runner, just keeps, you know, Jeff, the one thing I'm impressed with him is he just doesn't go down the first hit.
Wisware is going to throw it. Oh, and he threw it right to number 14.
He's at the 25, 15. He knocked out of bounds.
Good hustle there.
That pass was picked off by number 14, Logan Brower. And Jeff, I don't know if Wisware just didn't see him or he just underthrew it.
I don't know what he did there. It wasn't very good.
Spoke from a true dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's not real happy. I can see that, him coming off. Well, it's a tough spot to get in. You're down 24.
Well, Jeff, you know, and I've said it a couple. Look at that flag. That you're throwing into the wind essentially. That's You know, that's a tough throw. That's about a 20-yard pattern he's trying to throw to, and there's the give to. Not sure who that one was. Number 21 for Zeeland East. That'd be Tom Toy.
Oh, whoever he is, he's excited.
Yes, he is, and he should be. Might be his first score of the night, or first score of the year, I should say. And with that, that lead pushes the Zeeland East Duck Chicks to 36-6.
And they're going to line up and go for 2, it looks like, again. And what's the running clock in high school football, Kevin?
Is it 35?
I don't know.
I think it's 35.
Okay.
So
I would like Unity Christian maybe moving forward, just keep the ball on the ground. With that wind, that is a tough throw.
Yeah. And Hotelling's going to flip it out.
Oh!
Boy, nice play there by number 6 for Unity Christian.
You won't find him on the roster. No, that
was that 6? Or was
no,
that 5?
It was 24, I think.
24.
It was our
Luke Boveroff again.
Yep. Nice play there by Luke.
So 36-6 with 10:09 to go here in the fourth quarter. And Zeeland East well in control and on their way to the OK Green Conference title. And Jeff, they're going to win this outright. And that's probably been a while since the Chicks have won a conference title. Chicks will end up the season at 8-1. They're only lost to a very good Grand Rapids Catholic Central team the third week of the year, 17-13. Unity Christian are going to finish the season at 7-2, losing to both the Zeeland schools, West and East.
So 10:09 to go here in the ball game. 36-6 Zeeland East. Hotelling ready to kick off for the Chicks. Oh boy.
No, it's going to bounce around. It's going to let it go out of bounds at that point.
Yep.
And it's going to be legal procedure, and Unity's going to get the ball 35 yard line. Jeff, looking at the OK Green Conference standings, the way they'll probably end up, interesting game for Holland Christian tonight. They come into this game 5-3 overall. I'm not sure where they're at tonight. You probably know that.
Holland Christian is playing Spring Lake.
Spring Lake.
They're both 5-3.
So
they're saying the winner's automatically going to get in.
So yep, and if you lose, you're going to be 5-4. So you're going to need some help. So Holland Christian, with the win, will get in 5-4. They're probably going to need some help.
They think. 5-4. You're right. They will need some help. 6-3. They're automatically in. They were up 17-0 at half.
Oh, so let's say Holland Christian, the OK Green's going to get four teams in. They're going to get 2 at Division III and 2 at Division IV. So
at least
a nice showing by the OK Green. They're going to get 4 of their 7 teams. 4 of their 7 teams in.
There it goes right up the gut. That may have been Obande again. Get some glasses on that. Oh, check that. That was Austin Scheidemann with a nice little run, 4 yards. Wiswary's back out there again at quarterback.
Number 4 on the hit for Zeeland East, that'd be Josh Folkers.
So looking at the lineup out there, looks like Connor Yautz is still in at center. We have some backup linemen out there as well. Highboard at the left tight end, Nick Tibby at the right tight end, Bukema, Scheidemann, and Bush are your running backs. There's a little quick up the middle. Nothing to do. Oh, gee, Wiswary's really hobbling.
Yeah, I don't know if he got stepped on or if he stepped. I think he got stepped on by one of the linemen maybe that was coming across.
Yep, looks like it.
So he's going to come over to Craig Tibby, and here comes Slog and replace him. Slaw now in the game for the Crusaders. Boy, that was a nice run there. Get some forward momentum there. That was number 22.
That's Max Bukema.
That was Bukema. Boy, Bukema got some forward momentum going there, Jeff, and he hit that hole quick and did a nice job driving for the first down for Unity Christian.
Yep, nice job by Bukema there on the run.
You're trying to build some momentum here so they play out the
spring.
Scheidemann
up the middle. Nice run there, about a 5-yard pickup.
So Jeff, moving forward to next week, for Zeeland East as far as the playoffs, is it going to be a matchup to think about? Was Zeeland West the first game?
Second game.
Second game.
Looks like, yep.
Okay.
Looks like they're going to be in the same division. It looks like Zeeland East is going to be a 1 seed, and Zeeland West will be a 2 or 3 seed.
And folks, for all you Crusader fans, they're kind of on the bubble right now. We're not sure if they're going to go D5 or D4. We'll find out Sunday night. Selection show at 6:30 or 7 o'clock, is it?
I believe it's at 7.
On Fox Sports Detroit.
There's a nice little run off the wing. I think that may have been a Paul Vanderplug. It was. Nice little run off right tackle.
Sophomore.
So it's going to be 3rd and about 1.
And if they do go Division 5, we've heard Belding. If they do go Division 4, it could be South Christian.
Last one had Otsego.
Otsego, okay.
Yep, but South Christian, Howland Christian could be in the mix. But Unity Christian will definitely host 1, if not 2 playoff games, I would think.
We'll find out Sunday night, so keep in touch.
Bush with a nice little run. There goes Bush up the left wing.
Nice run there by Jackson Bush. He hit that hole really quick, Jeff, and he got some quick feet there to keep it high stepping.
Yeah, he did. That was a great run by Jackson Bush. Nice cut, put his foot in the ground, cut it up. Nice gain, about 10, 15 yards for Jackson Bush.
Bush, one of those players, you know, moving forward next year is going to be a senior, going to be a key to that offensive backfield. Him and Hayden Large will definitely carry the load for the Crusaders next year. Give to Bush again. Over the right side, pushes forward, close to a first down. No, not quite. He's probably about 3 yards short.
7-yard pickup for Bush. Nice job. So you have 2nd and 3 from the 15-yard line. 6 and 20 to go here in the ball game.
So it's going to be 2nd and 3 for the Crusaders at the 15-yard line of Zeeland East.
Paul Vanderplug up the middle. Not much doing there. It'll be 3rd, and we're going to call it about a yard.
Nothing doing there.
They haven't fooled. No, yeah, it is. Touchdown. They fooled both. They fooled me as well. Austin Skydeman right up the middle.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Everybody thought Bush or Teslan, the outside, had the ball. That's a great fake. Thus the wing tee. So Austin Skydeman right up the middle. Touchdown, Unity Christian. 5:14 to go, 36-12.
Wow.
Unity Christian's going to come out and try to kick the extra point. So Wisware's going to hobble out there and with the tee.
That's why my kid plays soccer, because I can't quite follow football, I guess.
There you go. Jacob Bowman, who's
How about that for the Crusaders?
Let's see if he can get it to the goalpost with this win. He did. He's got quite the leg.
Yeah,
and he made it. How about
good
that?
From 30.
Yep. So 36-13, Unity Christian. 5:14 to go. What do you know? 3 scores, Kevin, on an onside kick.
Hey, we've been around this game long enough. Strange things happen.
I don't think it's going to be that strange.
But you never know. You know, you're on turf.
Well, it's nice to have something positive happen.
You're right.
That's the way you got to
You're
look at, you know.
And you had some backups in the game, so and I'm sure they did as well. But nevertheless, you still got to play the game. And for the fact that the Crusaders punched one in here and played a little pride, nice job by the Crusaders. You know, Jeff, we were talking as we were driving over tonight to cover this game. We're talking about enrollments in the OK Green and what the disparity is, and I really think the OK Green Conference, and I know their attempt, I think, is to realign about every 3 years, I believe it is, or 3 to 4 years. And, you know, you look at Unity Christian. Unity Christian comes in this game 602 enrollment, 602 students versus a team like Zeeland East is 955. And then we talk about Byron Center, over 1,000 students. That's kind of tough to overcome on the football side of things. I know Unity's had a good year this year. They beat Byron Center. But I think ongoing the OK Green, the OK Conference has to look at realignment and putting teams in size in enrollment size to consider that more often, because there's a tremendous imbalance here in the OK Green.
Well, they really want to look at distance traveled. They want to keep teams close and such, but. You know, I'm with you, Kevin. What's a 20 or 25-minute longer drive to play a school that's the same size as you? You know, it makes it tough. In the sport, you typically, like you said, see the biggest disparity, in my opinion, is football. It's really tough in football. Unity, that's why Unity's done an outstanding job this year. I mean, they've beaten Byron Center, who's over 1,000 students. Howland, who's over 1,000 students. Unity Christian's the smallest school in the entire OK Green, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, and you know, they're a small school by you compare them to Byron Center. There's a 400 student difference.
Right. And it just makes it tough. I would like to see them, you know, really try to make these conferences more, you know, the same size. So if you have to drive an extra, like I said, 20 minutes, then so be it. But they want to keep all these schools close, and I understand what they're trying to do. But it makes it tough to have these teams.
Yeah, you know,
fairly compete.
As a fan, as a parent, I want to play schools more of my caliber, my size, and I would like to see them. I think they're a good fit for the OK Blue.
So here goes 5-yard pickup for the Chicks, 2nd and 5. Now the argument you'll get, Kevin, there goes 48, new sub in for Zeeland East. There he goes around the right end.
Boy, nice gain there.
Yep, nice little run there. Brought down by Colin Draw.
48 for Zeeland East is
but the argument you'll get on your side, Kevin, is
Nick Lambert's.
That's what the playoffs are for. So then you're gonna play your same size schools in the playoffs.
Yeah, but at the same time, if you're playing bigger schools and you're getting beat, you're not going to have the opportunity to get to the playoffs.
True. That's a good point as well.
Mm-hmm.
So 1st and 10 from the 44, 3:57 to go. There goes 48 again. Oh, nice stop there. I thought 48 made the wrong cut, to be honest with you, but 54, Kevin. I don't know if that's another.
For Unity
that's
Christian.
another sophomore. He's probably not on your roster there.
That'd be Levi Walters.
No, Levi Walters is out injured for the year, so that's
somebody else must have taken his number.
Yeah.
So Lambert's on the carry again for the Chicks. As we're counting down here, 3:21, 3:19. 36-13, Zeeland East firmly in control here at Eagle Stadium.
There goes 48. Oh, Unity
Lambert's
Christian's
again.
all over that. There's a
there's
block,
a block in the back they didn't call.
Oh, my. Did they not call that?
Right in front of the guy winding the clock.
Wow.
How do you not see that?
Well, I think that's we see it. We want to get home and have a cup of hot cocoa is what that was, because everybody in the house saw that, all 10 of us.
Yeah. So the Zeeland East guys to the right of us said the same thing. He didn't want to throw that flag. He doesn't want to stop the clock any more than probably he wants to be out there. But nevertheless, it's a penalty. If it's a penalty in the first 5 minutes, it's a penalty in the last 5 minutes. And that was a penalty. Telling with a give to, is that Lambert's again?
Yes, it is.
Boy, that's a good pickup by the sophomore running back.
No, that's number 2.
Well, that's number 2. That would be Alex Stockdale. We got 2 Stockdales on the team, Jeff. Alex Stockdale, the senior, and Ryan, number 33, the junior.
.235 to go here in the ball game. Zeeland East, 1st and 10 from the 42.
Hotel going to keep it himself. Boy, he gains about 9 yards on the play. Good looking play there by the sophomore quarterback. .206 to go, counting down here at Zeeland East on the regular season night of Michigan high school football all across the state. Stay tuned to the playoff show on Fox Sports Detroit Sunday night at 7 o'clock. See if your team's in or not.
There goes Stockdale to Mill. He's going to get the first down.
That was a nice little stutter step there. He kind of bopped to the right and stutter stepped again and turned upfield. And next thing you know, he's got a first down.
So Zeeland East is going to try to score, Kevin, and Unity Christian is going to try to stop him. So let's see. You got a minute 31. Clock running. 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line.
Yeah, Zeeland East doesn't seem in a tremendous hurry, Jeff.
No,
so
I'm gonna say they're probably going to have 3 more plays. So if you're Unity, can you stop them? And Zeeland East, they're going to want to score. Their subs are going to want to score.
Yeah, he was waiting for the.
Nice stop there. Good way to keep contained and make a good tackle. Number 4, Nick Tibby. 1 minute to go and the clock running. So, like I said, I think you're going to see 2 more plays out of the Chicks.
Yeah, Hotelling is not in a hurry, and he waited for the referee to get that 10-second countdown before he hiked the ball.
You know, this will be your last play of the game, Kevin.
Yep. Yeah, he's counting down again. He's not going to hike the ball until that. So
there's a handoff. Boy, Unity Christian's all over. 1 missed tackle,
wow.
2 missed tackle. Boy,
number 2. That would be Stockdale again on the carry, the senior running back, and that's going to do it in the last play of the game, Jeff.
So, folks, that's going to be your final score. Zeeland East 36, Unity Christian 13. So Zeeland East is going to finish the season 8-1, 6-0 in the OK Green, outright OK Green champs. Unity Christian Crusaders are going to finish 7-2, 4-2 in the OK Green. They'll finish, I believe, 3rd once it's all said and done. I believe Zeeland West will be 2nd.
Yep, behind Zeeland West. And with that, Jeff, they're going to head to the playoffs, so 7-2. We'll wait for the show Sunday night to find out who they host, who they're going to play, where they're going to go. If they go on the road, we all suspect they're going to host a game. Obviously, we're not sure where that's going to be because of the other schools. I mean, Hudsonville plays at home and Jenison plays at home. So if they both make the playoffs, we'll have to wait and see where we're going to play that game. But if they host, we know it's going to be somewhere in the West Michigan area.
Yep. Keep tuned. If we have the opportunity, we'll bring Unity Christian's game to you here at WCET. Kevin Balser and myself would be glad to. So again, for Hudsonville Stadium, final score here: Zeeland East Chicks 36, Unity Christian Crusaders 13. So long.